Hello and welcome to episode 224, where we're going to do an update to the spinning blade trap. Now, Ascii has showed me a nicer way to do it, uses less commands, a little bit different, so we'll just get straight on, I suppose. Once again, I have stored some transformation data in here because it's so hard to remember and get right, and all the commands will be in the description. And I shall do a link to BD Studio as well, in case you want to be using that. Let's summon, or create, we'll just call it create, that'll do. Create, we'll make the blade trap. This is going to be a long command. We are going to summon an item display. There we go. Let's give it some tags. And what did we give? We gave 2 tags, didn't we, last time? So we're going to summon an item display. It's going to be part of the blade trap. And this is going to be the shaft, the bit that everything spins around. Let's give it an item. Item. We are going to use a lightning rod again. ID. Oh, I've already done ID. ID Minecraft lightning rod. Okay, and we'll give it a count of 1B. And we're going to give it a custom name this time as well, because we'll use that for when we damage the player. Custom name. And what we put in here will be, if the player dies from this, it will say player was killed by, and it will say blade trap. And we want some transformation for it. Transformation, information, and that goes in curly brackets. So we have the left rotation, square brackets, we have the right rotation, square bracket, right rotation, square brackets. We have the translation, square brackets, and we have the scale. Square brackets, okay, scale, that'll be the easy one. We'll just have it scaled at 1. So it'll be the normal size. Left rotation, we won't have any. Not F, not F, not F, and this one is a 1. And for the right rotation, we'll just copy the left rotation. And the translation. And we'll just put that. Not F, not F, not F. Okay. Done. Let's create something to kill it with as well, so we can get rid of it. We'll call that remove. And we will kill any entity with the tag blade trap. Done. Now let's have a look. Well, first of all, let's change this so it's a bit further away. 4. Done. Okay, looking all right so far. We can press F3 and B, and we can see which way. Like I say, we can see the center is here, and it's looking that way. Okay, let's remove that. Now, we're not going to create a separate item display. We're going to give this item display some passengers. So the blades themselves will be passengers of the shaft. Passengers. That will be a list, and we're going to have 2, 1 for each sword. 2 swords. Okay, just put a little space there. Our first one, it will have an ID of Minecraft item display. It will have tags, and its tags, we'll give it 2. It will be part of the blade trap, but it won't be the shaft. This will be one of the blades. So there's its tag. And we'll give it a teleport duration to make it teleport a bit smoother. Teleport duration 1. And we need to give it an item. Item. It's, what do we want? That's ID. What item should we have? Minecraft iron sword we used last time, so we'll do that. That will need a count. How many iron swords? Well, just 1. And then we want, let's go there. And then we wanted to give it some transformation information. Transformation. This is going to be in the form of a list. And I'm going to say done. And I'm going to get my transformation data, which I've already saved. Home. Copy. Done. I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so we've got 1 passenger. Done. F3D, get rid of the chat. And there is our passenger. Okay, it's coming on off the side. As we can see, this is where it is. We can see its little eye line there, so it's put it at the same height. Okay, no problem. Let's remove that. So we've got 1 passenger. Let's get another passenger. I think the easiest way to do this is probably to control middle mouse and put this block here. And we'll take everything out. So we'll go to there. And we want to go to passengers. And we want the first passenger. Shift home. Delete everything else. So passenger ID, Minecraft item display. Yes. Tags, bladeTrap. Yes. Blade. Teleport duration 1. Item. Iron sword. Count of 1. Transformation. Blah, 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 blah. So that's just the same. Let us copy all of that. Done. And what we can do is just replace that item there. So now we've got 2 identical items. Now they're going to be in the same place. So we're probably not even going to see 2 items because they are in exactly the same place. So that's no good. Done. Let's go here in the information. And I've got the other information saved just in case we get a bit confused because there are just a lot of numbers. We want to change this. So this one is 0. Let's change this one to a minus and this one to a plus. And I think we'll have to do the same. 0.7f. Minus 1, we need another. Let's see what we got if we just do that. Okay, well we flipped it around. So one's pointing that way and one's pointing that way. Now we need to shove it over in that direction a little bit. Okay. Let's get rid of that. We want shoving in direction. So probably this one. Not that one. I'll tell you what we could do. We could go and have a look. Ah, we've got 2 -7s. Okay. So that's probably these. That one and that one. No, I put it back there. We'll do it the easy way. This is why I find playing around with these things is very hard. I suppose if I remembered which one did which, this would be much easier. We are just going to remove that transformation information. Done. And I will copy the one that we can get from BD Studio. Copy. Done. Makes it much easier, and we'll put that in there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, BD Studio, very helpful. So now we have 2 swords. Let's make them spin. And here we're going to use less commands. Controller. Pop a lever on top. It's going to be repeating. We will execute as any entity. Type equals, well, it's an item display thing, but we're not going to spin the blades. We are going to spin the shaft. So we're targeting the shaft, and now we will change from targeting to shaft to its passengers. So now we're spinning the blades. At S, well, we're going to spin every passenger that the shaft has. At S, run TP would be helpful if you put that bit in. And let's put at S. We'll go through this command a bit because I've made a bit of a muddle while talking about it. Let's start at the beginning. Here we go. So we're executing as an item display as the shaft. We're then going to go from the shaft to its passengers, which are the two blades. We're going to execute at them, and we're going to teleport them around. Done. Let's create one. Let's spin one. Nice. Okay. Looks good. Let's move them up. Let's move them up so they're on the top little noggin there. Let's turn that off. Create. So what we can do here is we'll go for the translation information. So let's lift it all up right at the beginning. Let's do that at the beginning. Let's lift it up by 0.35. That will probably do. Remove it. Okay, so the blades are now higher, but the whole lot's gone up. So let's just move the shaft down. And we can do that in the shaft's translation data. So we've lifted everything up. Now let's lift the shaft's translation data down on the Y by minus 0.35. There we go. So we lifted everything up and we've only lifted the shaft back down, and now the blades are at the top. We can see its eye line is coming right at the center there. That's good. It should still spin. We haven't done anything different. Yeah, it still spins. Okay. Now let's make it so it can hurt the player. And we're going to execute at any entity. We will put type equals item display. Tag equals shaft. So we're not using an armor stand this time. This is a huge advantage because an armor stand is an entity and it takes up loads of processing power. We don't want that. So Galsurgi's made this version which doesn't have an armor stand. It's so much better. So we're tagging at the shaft, that's in the center, so we can use that. So we use that for a distance. Any player who is a distance of, let's say, 0 to 1.8. And again, you don't need that 0. You can get rid of that if you want. That'll be counted as 0. I like to put it in just so it's easy to see. We will run damage that player for 2. We'll only take 1 heart off. And what type of damage? We're going to use a mob attack. So they've been attacked by a mob, and we'll put by, and this is where we get the name, where we put bladeTrap before. The name is going to be from any entity who is an item display, type equals item display, is tagged with the tag shaft, and we'll need to limit it, limit equal 1. And we'll put a distance in there as well, actually. Distance equals 0 to 0.1. Now I think we could probably remove the zeros in that. So that would also be 0 to 0.1. But I like it nice and clear, so I could do that, 0 to 0.1. So that should damage them. And it's a mob attack, so it should knock them back. We don't have to do the knockback ourselves, which is what we were using the armor stand for. So let's try this. Done. Set it spinning. Put ourselves in survival. And go and get smacked. Perfect. No armor stand. We've just got item displays. Let's turn F3 and B off. We can see that. And if we just keep wandeling into this, we are going to get killed. I don't know where I'm going to respawn, around here somewhere, but it should say was killed by, and the name we gave it, the custom name. Infernal device was slain by the bladeTrap. Where am I? Here I am. Cool. So if we wanted to change that name, let's get back into creative. And let's get rid of, I've still got maps. There we go. Let's get rid of that. We want to change that name. It is, where is the custom name? Where is the custom name? There it is. Okay. Item display, tags, bladeTrap, shaft, item, custom name. That is the name it displays when it kills you. So you can change that to whatever you like. And I think we're done. We've got a lot less commands. We've got no armor stand. It's a much better version. It was definitely worth making this one into a video based on Galsergi's comments. Thank you very much for showing us how to do this, Galsergi. Much nicer. Okay, that will be it for now then. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.